just want to thank Anchor for making this podcast possible. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. It's totally free. They have creation tools that allow you to record, edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. They'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So go check it out. Go download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. It's real easy. That's what we use. I just edit the podcast, upload it to the website, and they pretty much do the rest of the work for us. So go check it out, guys. Thank you.
All right. Everyone, I need you to gather around real quick. I have some very bad news. Sarge, what are you doing?
I am putting this last piece of duct tape on the wall. If I could just find the end.
All right. How hard is it to find the end? Let me see the roll. Give me tape.
Hey, Checo.
What?
Why am I covered in duct tape?
What? What do you mean?
Yes, me too.
How are you all covered in Sarge? You're not even covered in duct tape. Give me that roll. Here, let me. And yeah. Oh.
Sarge's mustache.
Oh God.
It's gone.
It's all over the duct tapes. Listen, Sarge, I'm so sorry about your duct tape.
Fat man, he looks 10 years
like
younger.
A mustache caterpillar. Oh, that hurt a lot.
I'm sure that did, Sarge. Listen, I apologize. Not meant to hurt you. What I meant to do was just try to help you. But I must admit, though, you're very striking, though. Very good looking.
Yeah. You think it looks good?
Yeah.
10 years off my life?
I think so,
You
Sarge.
idiot. He looks like a baby now.
Listen. Okay. Well, all right. But everyone here, before we continue, let me find this end of the duct tape. What? Okay.
Why
yeah,
are we all covered in duct tape? I mean, it's nice because it gets all my wounds and stuff covered.
Over the corner. Are you one of those guys who likes to do the corner bit or a whole piece? Like, I'll do the little half inch at the very end. You do the whole side so you get the entire lip, or do you do the corner, the little edge piece?
I always do corner, but the problem is I can't seem to find corner here or corner here. All right, it's just on the other side. Okay, hold on. Okay, where is this corner?
I got it. And now I only got half a piece of tape. It tears right in the center. That's horrible. What the?
I'm not going to lie. There's lots of things our Russians are good at. Making duct tape, not one of them.
Well, my papi always told me duct tape holds the world together. It's like the Force. It's got a light side and a dark side.
All right, yeah.
I knew we shouldn't have trusted the fat man with the duct tape.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta say, this is kind of nice, actually. Finally, my wounds are covered,
That's fine. All right. Okay, listen. All right, everyone. I need to tell you something. All right. Unfortunately, with our attempt of the duct tape to patch holes and things like that is not going well. Okay? No, in fact, it does not work.
What?
I'm sorry. I have to say that duct tape did not work. Sarge, we attempted your plan. Your uncle, grandfather, whoever told you that duct tape holds world together, I think is metaphor. Unfortunately, this metaphor stays as metaphor and not legitimate reason to use it this time because we're still sinking.
Oh, no.
That can't be possible.
It's true, though. It's true. Baby, don't worry. We'll figure this out.
Yeah.
Oh, get in the bed sheet, baby.
There is always on one of these subs an escape pod. It's kind of cramped. It might be able to fit all of us. I think it fits 10.
Escape pod.
We'll figure it out.
Escape pod, huh? Yeah. Hey, hey, Sarge. Chekhov, whenever I get bad news like this, I get a rumbling in my tumbling, and I got to take a wicked deuce. So I'm going to head off to the bathroom real quick. But, babe, why don't you come help me? I'm going to need you to hold my hand. I feel like this one's going to need a little bit of a hand squeezing.
Well, make it quick. We don't have a lot of time.
Don't worry, we'll make it quick. Is that right, babe?
Super duper quick.
All right. We'll be right back, guys. Okay. All right, don't worry. Don't worry. We're not going anywhere crazy.
Joe, did you see Sarge's face?
I
He
did,
didn't have
baby.
a
Don't
mustache.
look. Don't look at his face.
Oh my God. He looks
Turn away. He's so handsome. God, he's so handsome. Turn away. Come, look in my eyes. We gotta go. We'll be right back, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, go to the toilet. Hurry up. We got
All right.
maybe 5 or 10 minutes with this duct tape. I mean, it should help a little bit,
A little
I think.
bit, yeah. I'm not going to.
Joe always takes the longest time in the bathroom.
He does. I thought for sure that man would have multiple records of deuces in him. But, anyways, so the plan.
He puts down a Lincoln log.
Yeah, he does. All right.
Yeah.
So while we wait for Joe to come back, Sarge, why don't you figure out exactly where this escape pod is located?
Sure, yeah. Hey, have any of you thought if the Lincoln log was actually a deuce that Lincoln laid down? I wonder how big that would have been. It would have been like a tree. Is that the myth of the cherry tree? He laid down the Lincoln log.
I'm pretty sure cherry.
That's actually a pretty good joke.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure cherry tree was a Washington. Nonetheless, the rumor is he did build a cabin out of Lincoln logs. Well, and there was no trees in said area, so perhaps that is what this cabin was built out of.
You could build a cabin out of the fat man's Lincoln logs.
Okay,
that's
listen
for sure.
Listen here, I told you that in confidence about my IBS, okay?
All right.
Sarge has some pretty good jokes.
I go over here.
Do you see it over there, Sarge? Is it over there or not?
That's not the right direction. Give me a second. I'll go over here. No, not over here.
It's not over there. Okay, wait. Check behind barrel over there.
Oh, yeah. Joe's taking an awfully long time. We should probably get all the supplies together in there.
You're right. Okay, we'll do that. In the meantime, let's try to get supplies and also try to find the escape pod.
We could just leave them behind,
Robot. How could you say that? Why would you ever suggest such a terrible thing? If anyone was to ever do that, that would be just awful. Like, it would be a real true test to the character. And I just...
Yeah. Leaving behind one of your compatriots would be very bad. Like the Marines say, never leave a soldier behind.
Never leave soldier back. Or, as the Russians would say, unless it is German, do not let it go, because they will end up being some kind of... To be honest, not really sure. Old Russian saying, very tough to remember it's sober. Okay.
Yeah. I gotta agree. Even though Joe's left us behind many times, like that one time with the helicopter, but yeah, we can't really leave anyone behind.
I don't think he would do this again. More importantly, in a moment like this.
Oh no, he can't fly a helicopter, let alone an escape pod.
He just kind of does, doesn't he? Now that I think about it.
Okay, all right, never mind. Everyone stop looking for supplies. We need to find this. We need to find this thing.
You idiot.
What?
It's gone. The escape pod. Oh no.
What? It should be right here. This is the spot. This is where it should be. But here's that's not good.
Wait, do you hear that ringing noise?
Maybe the ship didn't come with one.
And perhaps it didn't. Okay.
Joe, we can't find the escape pod.
What is
Joe?
he?
Hello?
Do you hear that ringing noise? Sarge, answer it.
Hello?
Hey, guys, can you hear me?
Hey, why are you calling us from the toilet?
Oh, Oh, yeah. Hey, Sarge.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, yo, it's Joe. Hey, listen, I'm not calling you from the toilet at all. I'm,
He
I'm,
does that.
I'm calling you from the, the escape pod. There's an escape pod on the submarine, and
Joe, baby, be
Oh,
careful.
this Joker,
What's up,
guys, get this. This Joker Joe is saying that he's in the escape pod. He wouldn't do that.
that is good joke, Joe. All right, now come
All
out
right.
of bathroom.
Come on, Joe. Come out. We can't find the escape pod, man.
Well,
It must not be here, dude.
I mean,
so.
you guys aren't gonna find it because it's like, it's not there because I kind of
Wait.
took it.
There's a note on this life raft. Here, fat man, read it.
The note says, "Don't worry, not enough room in escape pod, but this life raft will get you to surface. Love, your one and only #1 podcast person, Joe." Okay, so
Dude,
you guys found my note?
What the? How the? You?
Dude, how could you do that again? You
Do
left
what?
us?
What'd I do?
How could you leave it?
Listen,
you
guys,
left
there
us.
wasn't enough room. How many times do I have to tell you that?
There wasn't enough room. What are you talking about? Chekhov, is that true?
Not really. Actually, last I remember, when Russians designed this, that the skateboard was supposed to be able to handle every single superior officer, and most submarines carry up to 10 superior officers. Therefore, submarine skateboard can hold 10. Therefore,
That is about 2 fat mans.
okay, listen here, robot. I will make sure that you will not get up here. Do you understand me? I'll kill you.
Well, easy. All right, guys, settle down. Joe, dude.
What?
Said
What?
10 officers,
Listen,
dude. How could
I
you...
left you guys in escape. No, okay. Me and the wife are heading up ahead because it's not enough. 10 people, maybe 10 people. Comfortably, no. Uncomfortably, maybe 10. But comfortably, no. Not comfortably at all. Yeah, that's right, babe. All right, but yeah. Don't worry,
A
sweetheart. Don't
queen
worry.
size bed.
It's queen size bed in here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now we're super comfortable.
Oh, baby, I can shower and bathe. Oh.
That's what I'm saying, sweetheart. Okay, so guys, I mean,
What the heck?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Sucks.
She needed all of that room for everything. Sarge, you gotta know, right? Sarge, you're on my side, right?
Baby. Oh, his face.
Okay.
Dude.
I assume with Sarge's laughter that means a yes. But guys, don't worry. Like I said, that life raft is gonna take you right up. I made sure to inflate her, and she's really, really ready to go, man. Like she's all good, guys. Don't worry about it.
Dude, you're gonna come back for us, right? What are we supposed to do? The life raft?
Listen here. Don't worry. We'll be nearby. We're just gonna, make sure the surface is clear. But what you could do though is we can send out an SOS with the radio frequencies we're using now, and then once you send out that SOS, you can use that life raft to get to the surface real fast.
Dude, it's a unicorn floaty. I don't know what you're talking about. Life raft.
Listen, it's enough to hold everybody. You just, each of you just grab a leg and one of you holds the tail.
Guys, you hear this?
All right. I'm going to go get the scuba respirators.
All right. Hayden, why don't you get to working on that SOS signal real quick?
The SOS?
Yeah.
I'm just shocked, dude, that you just left us again.
Listen, don't be shocked. Just expect it. All right, come on, man. Why are you making it such a big deal about it?
I guess we gotta do something, right?
That's what I'm saying. So, anyways, man, why don't we, get that going on that SOS? In fact, how about this? While you're doing the SOS, why don't we just do a quick podcast,
I don't know. I don't like the idea of Joe being in charge, He's not even here.
Yeah. Focus up, Hayden. Focus up. I need you to
Hurry
focus.
up, you idiots. The water is rising above our necks.
Yeah, Hayden, see, you got to hurry up. So, bro, just think about it, man. Get the SOS going, and in the meantime, man, get the podcast going. It'll be perfect.
Okay, let me swim to a better location.
All right, Hayden, focus up. Can you hear me, Hayden?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Are you going to get the SOS signal put
Yes.
put out? Okay, cool. How about we
Trust
record a
me, Joe,
podcast? Yeah.
this time.
Let's just record a podcast real quick, man.
Trust me. Sorry, I just blacked out a little bit.
Hayden choked? Hayden, are you choking? The water's only up by your ankle. Why are you freaking out so much? Get out of here, all right? Hurry up and send the SOS signal.
You forgot your ankle is my face without my legs.
Well, stand here. Well, how about you try, sitting up on the stool? Here, I'll set you on the stool here.
Oh, no, thank you.
Perfect. All right, now I'm leaving, okay? All right.
What?
The rashes.
I don't know.
All right.
All right, Hayden.
All right. Yeah.
How about that? So
What
how
do
about
you need,
this?
Joe?
And then we'll record a podcast. What do you think, Bub? What do you think?
Yeah. If that's what we need to do,
Yeah, man. Totally think
always
so.
here,
Totally
team
think
player.
so.
even though you've never paid me 1 cent yet.
No, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Everything's good. We're good. We're good.
All right. Wow, this equipment magically is still working 100%. That's
100%. That's just how they roll, bro. It's just how they roll.
that signal is nice and clear. Must got some LG equipment or something.
Something like that. All right. Why don't you go ahead and get it going for us then, bud?
Just clear all the water out of my lungs, you know. All right, you ready?
Yep.
You in a good position in the escape pod?
Yep.
Oh, Joe, do your thing, baby. I'll be back here when.
All right. Sounds good, honey. Yeah, you just go ahead and hide in the corner there, all right? All right, Hayden. Kick us off, bud.
All right. In 3, 2, 1. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Pizza Subs podcast. My name is Hayden, and I got Joe with me,
Hello.
and we also got Chris as well.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Chris grabbing his mail outside, about to get snatched.
Oh, did you get some DoorDash or something?
No, he was getting his mail while you were resetting your computer, and he got scratched or something.
You got
I stabbed
scratched?
myself. Yeah, I stabbed myself with something right in between the fingernail and the fingertip. That hurts, son.
What? That's wild.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
saying it was
paper cuts hurt the worst, I'll tell you.
It was like the Al Qaeda, but instead this time they actually sent themselves instead of anthrax. They're just like stabbing people in the mailbox.
Straight up in the mailbox.
So yeah, what are you guys up to today?
Oh man, just been hanging out, celebrating Mother's Day with the wife and everything Sunday.
Oh,
and,
that's right. Yeah, happy Mother's Day.
Thanks, dude. Yeah,
Mother's Day.
it's pretty good, man. Just relaxed, stayed
That's
inside.
crazy.
Because that's what she wanted to do. So I cooked for her breakfast and dinner. So she had some good meals to eat.
Look at that, ladies. You missed out. What a good man.
What a great man taking care of his woman.
There's no more good men left, according to Amber Heard.
Amber Heard? Is that what she said?
That's the problem with gender equality, right? They want to be equal, but then they expect us to uphold the masculine gender expectations, like being a gentleman and holding the door for them. If we are equal, they can hold doors for us too, you know?
Yeah. Last I checked, they got 2 hands just like me.
And doing everything. I watched this clip. This lady's like, I don't want to cook. I don't want to have to clean all the time. It's like, huh?
Like, oh, you won't find a guy then, really.
Go and provide and do everything for us, and then the guy's like, well, okay, if you want like an original man, then are you ladies virgins? And they're like, no.
They're like, no. He's like, damn,
okay, well,
that's
original woman was a virgin, and yeah, funny.
That's good times, man. But there you go. So, but yeah, I did all that, man. What about you,
Nice.
Chris? Did you do anything for Mother's Day?
No, not really. I have never really connected with my mother.
Fair enough.
I was living on my own since I was 15, so just gotta do what you gotta do.
Feel that. I feel that. What about your wife's mom? Did she? How are they?
Yeah.
Oh, they're good. I mean, I also don't talk to her mom very often. She does all the talking for us.
You just kind of do the thing where you speakerphone it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like, dang, that's crazy.
It's kind of what I do with this podcast.
I knew it.
I think you do a great job. I think you do a great job, Chris.
It's like, where's Chris?
Yeah.
Chris is just not there. He's playing games.
I mean, that's what we here to talk about, right? It's playing video games.
Well, that's what I
Sure.
thought. Yeah, totally.
Whatever excuse you want to come up.
Don't listen to him, Chris. Don't listen to him.
So, did you guys see the season finale for Moon Knight?
No, I haven't seen Moon Knight at all. I just seen the trailers. I'm like, oh, somebody like the way I found out about it. Funny enough, someone's like, I gave Moon Knight another try and it wasn't worth it. And I was like, Moon Knight, and I looked it up. I'm like, dang, this thing looks badass.
Oh yeah,
I love Oscar Isaac. He's such an amazing actor.
yeah. It's a really good show. It's fairly good for the comic relevancy. Like, it's got a lot of the same essence, but has some really cool added stuff to it.
Oh, really? Like what?
Yeah. Well, so
Or
a
just
lot
haven't
of people
watched
don't realize is the character that played the Moon Knight's secret identity, you know, their regular identity, is a person with multiple personality disorder. So it's a superhero, kind of like Legion, who has multiple personalities, and each personality has its own like skills and abilities.
Oh, dang. I need
So
this
they
one
go
right now.
right. And of
Crazy.
course, they kind of do it where they're starting him off where he doesn't realize that he has multiple personalities yet.
Really?
And by the end of the season, he starts realizing that he's at least got a couple. And then cliffhanger at the end. So there's got to be another. It's got to be another season, all for sure. It's just the way they left it off.
Oh, well, they always do that. Is that Netflix or?
Disney Plus, unfortunately. So you have to have that one.
Well, I was gonna say it's Marvel, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
Why do people hate it though? Get it?
I could see that people hate it because it's got the way that they're doing it, because he's got the multiple personalities, and at first he doesn't know. There's a lot of pieces chopped out that you don't get to see, and you only see the aftermath, and then you see what the character is going through. Like, oh my God, I blacked out again. What the hell happened? And now I'm in another country. Why the fuck am I in another country? You know, like.
So
they're
is he a lot like Deadpool, kind of a thing, like an anti-hero, or like what is the story behind Moon Knight?
Yeah, Moon Knight does kill. He's an anti-hero, kind of like Punisher.
Okay.
Huh.
Is he funny?
A little bit. Depending on the personality, one personality is super serious, another personality is quippy and unsure of himself, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I might have to check it out. I got so much to watch though, because I got like that. I got Halo. Oh, dude, I barely have time to do anything. Yeah.
You got to get Paramount Plus though.
Fuck.
That's another one.
So sad about it.
It's like you got to like buy one for 1 month, watch everything that you want, and then switch.
The wife and I are actually talking about doing that. We're talking about doing like, yeah, because, you know, but the way that the economy is going to go, sooner or later, there's going to be a recession, and we're already going to start tightening tightening our belts down, and one of them is going to be just we probably, like, I'm gonna call Comcast here probably later and cancel my subscription with them. Besides internet, and they can go to hell. And then gonna
I
cancel
laugh
like
because
all of our streaming services except for two. One will be Disney because we put that up for my son. And then because that kid just won't stop watching Kanto. And then the other one will be whatever
Disney's
shows that we
killing
want to
it,
like
man.
binge watch.
Yeah. I also have this program called Plex that's like kind of like a torrent share idea. It's accesses other people, your friends that have Plex.
Oh, don't
And
say that. We're gonna get canceled. We're
but
screwed.
it's
I thought Plex was
all-
legit. Isn't a Plex like a legit thing?
Or
it's
Disney.
totally a legit thing. Yep, it's good. They've got their own streaming services with their own movies. It's got ads unless you pay for it. But the best part is sharing between your friends' computers. So if your buddy has a server and he has all the he buys all the movies and puts them on his computer, then you can access all those movies.
Interesting.
Hey, why is Chris on my computer right now?
And
My
Like-
friend did that for Netflix. He like shares it with his whole family, and his family's huge. And I was watching his
Yeah.
Netflix account, and then it just kicked me off randomly. Too many accounts on at this moment. I was like,
yeah,
dang it.
Well, like Netflix is trying to cut back. They're trying to blame that there's so many people account sharing that's the reason why they lost
Yeah.
money. When it's like, dude, people have been doing it since you started out. The reason why people are losing money is because your programs are dog crap. You lost everything. I don't think they even have The Office or Friends on there anymore. They lost all the Marvel stuff on there. Their original crap is terrible.
It
Dave-
just depends on where you are. If you get you get one of those. What are they called? The one
Roku's.
that no it's a computer. It's like a computer website that makes you look like you're coming from somewhere else in the country. What's it called?
VPN.
VPNs? A VPN?
Yeah, there we go. So if you get a VPN, you can
Yeah.
actually catch like extra movies because in some countries it's allowed, and in some countries it's not, and all this kind of stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
But the
Good time to say we're not sponsored by NordVPN, like every YouTuber.
but it's like each of these services, they're all their own friggin' thing. They don't like to interact, and the cost is too high for an individual one to have more than one. Like
Right.
$10 a month, $15 a month. I mean, even YouTube Premium just to play your fucking music your music in your car.
Oh, we're definitely gone. See ya, YouTube.
I think that
Yeah.
costs you $15 a month just to have the privilege to be able to play your music over Android Auto or Apple CarPlay.
Yeah. My friend has like everybody in his family has to have an account. But they might just have like a family account or something, but yeah, he's got like YouTube Live, which is like $55 a month.
Dude,
and
like,
then Disney Plus, Netflix. I'm like, holy.
bro, it's straight up like paying for cable now. So that's why the wife
You
and
get
I are like,
internet
dude,
for
we're
$20
done.
a month.
Dude, I know. So
Right.
that's
Yeah.
why we're cutting down. I don't, I think I'm gonna probably cut everything back. Just because I think these corporations are kind of dog crap with what they're providing, and they really like to skimp out on crap anyways. So like my plan is to run with like I said, like 2 subscriptions. I'm gonna get rid of cable. I just don't watch live TV that much anymore, and if I do, I think it's on Hulu now anyways.
Yeah,
And
Hulu has live sports.
Yeah, it's got live sports. Did you know that? But so like the plan, the only reason why I would watch TV is to watch sports. But I figured out how to watch all my sports, and I just got to figure out how to how to cast it. So there's an app out there. I'm not gonna say what it is. We're gonna go pretty vague on what I do. But hypothetically,
Dude.
if you were to have an app, and there is an app that lets you watch NFL games legitimately, but you can only watch those NFL games within your area, right? So like hypothetically this app lets me watch like the Broncos, right? Because I don't really give a crap about any other sports besides football right now because baseball can go to hell because those Rockies owners can go all to hell because they don't know how to actually make a good team. They spend all this money that we actually have a good hitting team, but they still can't figure out pitching. It's not hard to figure out pitching! Anyways, so besides that, so all I care about is football, right? And so there's an app that lets you watch said local games on this app, okay? So what I do with this app is that I spoof my location. So all I have to do is hypothetically, right? This is all hypothetical, right? Is that I would hypothetically have to just then spoof my location. So I would hypothetically only have to then find an app that would spoof my location, and hypothetically all I would have to do is make my phone go into programmer mode or whatever, and I can spoof my location hypothetically to any city that I want hypothetically to be able to watch the game hypothetically.
Sounds like too much work, dude.
Oh, it's super easy, bro. It's stupid easy. Hypothetically, it's this easy.
Dude, just get an antenna.
I wouldn't know though. I wouldn't know how easy it is.
Bolt the antenna to your roof.
The only issue I could see having if I was to hypothetically attempt this is to like stream it onto my like cast it to my TV, but I'm thinking of a way to do it hypothetically just for scientific research purposes to find a way to do it. If not, that's fine. I'll just go to a local bar that I would rather support and buy drinks there and say hi to everybody, or I would just hypothetically watch this on said
With
device
your vaccine card.
with my vaccine card that is hypothetically real.
You forgot.
No, yeah, dude. No, I gotta tell you what I did with my vaccine card the day I got it completed. I left it at the counter. I was like, I don't want this. They're like, you need it. I was like, no thanks. If they require this, I'm not going then. And then I just
You gently roll down the sleeve. I don't need it.
Yeah, I don't. You see my face?
Like a badass, yes.
See this face? There's two things I don't need in life. This and that.
Yeah.
So.
All right, see ya.
So.
Yeah. I broke out the antenna. Even though sometimes it's annoying when sometimes it's like, oh shoot, I'm trying to watch like football on 4 and 31, and then you gotta like switch the antenna for each channel.
Yeah.
But dude, antenna, man. Holding out for the poor people.
Holding out for him. Yeah, dude. Well, I don't know if I'll be watching much football this coming season. My Bears are absolute terrible. On purpose
Really?
now, they fired everybody and, got rid of a lot of the expensive players because they're rebuilding, so that doesn't bother me. But, like, I don't know if I can really watch the games, even though I know it's a rebuild era, because when you're in a rebuild phase, you lose a lot of games. And it's like, oh, do I really want to watch this?
Gets to the Super Bowl anyway because they're like star rookies.
Dude, if they pulled a Cincinnati Bengals, I would freaking pee myself.
The one time Joe doesn't have cable.
If they started to win like that, I would legitimately just go to a bar.
I need something. Xfinity, you like call Xfinity. I need something. Sorry, dude, you canceled on us.
You canceled on us, bro. Don't you? You're not allowed here. I swear.
I need a sip. Please.
Let me try.
Hey, by the way, you hit your internet cap like a week ago.
Yeah, dude. My Comcast bill was like $280. I'm actually gonna call them after this to be like, bro, like I don't need $280 worth from you. Like, what am I gonna cut?
I hate how they cap internet.
What am I watching that costs this much?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're like, you get 1,000 gigs or whatever, and you're like, oh, sweet, that's fine. And then you find out at the end of the month, you're like at 900 or whatever. You're like, what?
No, I have to pay for unlimited because of how much we stream, not just like me outputting, but playing, and then when we watch too, watching alone, like it's bad, bro. Like it's real bad. Like how easy it is to get up to that. All these like when we watch movies and stuff, streaming wise, right? Because we don't own physical content anymore. So when we stream it, bro, we want to use the 4K TV we bought. So we have to sit there and use this 4K TV thing. But the problem is with this one is that like you're streaming in 4K, which is a very, very like demanding source. and because it's demanding that you're going to hit your caps sooner than later, it's absolutely
Fucking up the
like
gigs.
dumb. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you ever looked at CenturyLink?
Yeah, they just didn't provide the speed I wanted to my area. There's a new internet company out there now, like I'm taking a look at and stuff like that too. But yeah, like Comcast can go to
Cool.
hell, man. Like I'll tell them to their, I'll tell to freaking Mr. Comcast's face, Mr. Xfinity, I will punch you. I will punch you
Xfinity now.
hypothetically in the digital hypothetical face.
How dare you bring up Comcast?
No, they can go
That
to
was-
hell. It's the worst company. It's dog doo doo.
You know why your streaming numbers are low this month, Joe? That's because of me.
That's what it is. It's like he just has a vendetta against me.
Yeah. Oh, Joe's online. Yes.
Ruin him! Ruin him!
Yeah.
I'd be sad.
So, speaking of Disney and all that kind of streaming stuff, did you hear that there's like 400,000 signatures to get Johnny Depp to play Jack Sparrow in the new, or supposedly the new Pirates movie?
Really?
I didn't even know there was going to be a new movie, but I guess they're throwing this around. This freaking
They just wanted to get rid of Johnny Depp altogether because of all
Well,
this stuff.
No, before they did, once they heard the allegations that Amber brought against him.
Yeah,
And
dude,
they
Uh-huh.
you're
were like,
proven it's
Instantly.
guilty until proven innocent.
yeah,
It's
innocent dude.
yeah, it's guilty until proven innocent. That's all this is.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
yeah, he couldn't even get into the what is it, Fantastic Beasts or whatever.
Right.
But
They replaced him on Fantastic Beasts.
yeah, and then J.K. Rowling's like, hey, what happened? Like, I'm supporting Johnny Depp. What happened?
Yeah,
But
she
they
like
still kicked
totally
him out.
believed him. She didn't want to get him off, like get rid of him, but
No.
everybody else wanted her. Like they forced her to. Well, like she didn't really have any say. I think, from what I'm understanding.
Yeah, it's like, what? That's her thing, though.
Yeah, that's life, bro.
Dude, that's messed up, though. And then, yeah, now everybody's trying to get her out of Aquaman 2 or whatever.
Amber Heard. Dude,
Yeah, they're like, okay, guys, we whittled it down to 10 minutes of her. That's not good. We need.
I just,
10
bro, like, I don't like her as a person. I think she's garbage. You know,
What?
you kind of reap what you sow, but I really could care less to like try to cancel somebody. I just won't like actively try to go watch this movie. You know what I mean?
But Joe, you haven't seen her testify yet. I mean, dude, she was crying.
I did.
She was,
She was crying and snorting cocaine, and she hit a bottle of alcohol from a cop. Allegedly. Don't sue me, Amber Heard.
dude, she hit him. She didn't punch him, dude. Come on.
Yeah, and she only did it as a defense, even though she verbally berated this guy.
She didn't poop in his bed. That was the dog, guys. Come on. Like the 1% that like believe her.
That's still like one of my favorite things I've ever heard in my life was like Johnny Depp was like, those little dogs, and he's
Yeah.
like,
Like, you
that
sound
wasn't
British.
them. He's like, that wasn't them, bro. That wasn't them.
I like how someone, what's his name? Andrew Schultz, the comedian.
Yeah.
He's like, how does a guy that looks Australian, sounds British, come from Kentucky? It's like, yeah, that's true. He does sound British and look Australian.
Dude, you're not wrong.
But yeah, this whole trial thing is nuts. It's just content at this point.
Yep. That's exactly what it
Did
is.
you guys see did you guys see like the one where the lawyer's like and at what point did you saw Johnny Depp with his penis out, right? He had his penis out and he was like peeing. I was like, what? I like lost it. I was like, what the?
Dude, didn't he like object to
He's
one of
so-
his own questions?
One of the lawyers, yeah.
Dude, for all that money she has that she stole from Johnny Depp, how does she have like
Crappy.
the worst? Like, who is he related to the prosecutor against freaking Kyle Rittenhouse? Because like, not saying like, I mean, my belief, not going to tell anybody really my opinion about Kyle Rittenhouse and anything too, but like hypothetically, like just objectively, we can say that the prosecutor against Kyle Rittenhouse was so bad, and I swear to God, like that's I swear it's the same prosecutor. He just changed his shape because, like, holy crap, Amber Heard has the worst lawyer I've ever seen in my life.
Well, dude, it's because she doesn't have a case. It's just lies.
Yeah,
like,
but like, be good at it though. How do you object to your own question?
Because that's what they're trained to do.
Right?
Objection, hearsay, objection, hearsay, objection, hearsay.
Hearsay, objection here, and then he did it to his own question.
Objection. Yeah, he asked the question. And
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, the butler's like, yeah, the doctor told me that he got his hands. Objection, hearsay. It was your own question, you idiot. He's like, oh, yeah.
He's like, shit. Yeah, he was like, damn.
Yeah. I like how Johnny.
Yeah, but then the trial is going on for hours and hours with stupid shit. Like, tell us about how you came up with the character for Pirates of the Caribbean, and he's just, oh yeah, well, I kind of saw myself as a dog and a new guy who just didn't know it. You know, I'm like, Jesus, what the hell has does any of this have to do with the freaking trial?
Yeah.
How did you come up with the character of Edward Scissorhands? Well, you know, a newfound baby that doesn't know anything about the world, but has all these sharp objects around. You know, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Well, and all the objections too, they just like, oh, objection, hearsay, lack of foundation, like all these objections. They have to find a neat way to turn around the question, like, yeah, and they try to do, like, I guess it's called ask and answer. They try to like get them to answer the way that they want it or whatever. Like that one psychologist, that girl, that like lady that was a psychologist, she was like super smart.
And is that the one that put on the glasses and everyone like, dang?
Everyone's like, dude, she should replace Amber Heard.
like she's smoking hot. Is that the one that everyone was like also like dumbfounded with how attractive she was when she put her glasses on, like a hot librarian kind of a thing?
Yeah, and she's like sitting in the jury, and the camera guy just zooms in on her. We're like, dude, we're trying to watch the trial, and she's just sitting there. Like, come on. But yeah, she's super smart, and she was like, and they're like trying to get her. They're like, okay, so why did you give Amber muffins? And she's like, oh my God, the whole muffin thing.
Wait, like, what about muffins?
Yeah, it's called like #Muffingate on Twitter now. Like, yeah, because she's like, so at what point did you give Amber Heard your muffins? And she's like, okay, just to clarify, my husband bought the muffins so me and Amber could enjoy them during our session or whatever.
And they're trying to say like they were like into each other or whatever?
Yeah, and she's like, so your husband bought Amber the muffins. Why did your husband buy Amber muffins? Oh my God, no, the muffin. She's like, oh my God, I'm going to clarify so we don't keep talking about this. And then she kept asking, so your husband got the muffins for Amber specifically? Oh my God. Just muffins.
Muffin.
The Muffin Man. It's so bad. But yeah, funny. I just liked when like they're blatantly like, they're just going normal. And the guy's like, oh, so then Johnny Depp pulled out his penis, right? And everybody's like, what the heck? And he's like, yeah. He started, right? And then they just zoomed to Johnny, and he's like, got this weird look on his face, like, what? Yeah. He had his penis, and he was peeing. But apparently, that's what Amber was saying. Like yeah.
And then he howled like an animal.
Yeah. And the guy's like, no, I'm pretty sure I would have remembered if he had his penis out. Like, so stupid.
That's hilarious.
But, yeah, it's just content at this point that just blows up every streamer's feed.
It's so funny.
Yeah. And I like there's like one doorman, I'll end it with this clip, but there was one doorman that like got interviewed, and he was in his car, and he's just like, he didn't give a crap about like the court because he's like, dude, I'm not getting paid or whatever. He didn't give a crap, so he was like vaping and eating and drinking. Or no, I don't think he was eating, but he's like drinking. He was in his car, And at the end, he starts to drive away. Like he's like, no, Amber's this. And then he's like driving and doing the testify. And and Johnny Depp was laughing because there's vape smoke coming out of his nostrils when he's like on the stand.
That's hilarious.
And then and then like on TikTok he replied because everybody's like, dude, you weren't professional when you're testifying. And he's like, dude, I didn't care. They're not my employee. They're not paying me. And they're like, fair enough. Fair enough, dude.
There's no money in this.
Away. He's like, no, Amber was good. He's like looking around at the road. He's like driving without a seatbelt, vaping out the window. No, Amber is If you guys haven't seen that, you should watch that clip. That's probably one of the best.
Well, I'm going to have to now.
Imagine you're in court and you just don't give a crap. You're just like vaping. You're like, I just want to be done with... Yeah. It's like, I just want to be done with this trial. This whole thing is just stupid to me. But yeah, that was hilarious. This doorman. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm the only one watching it.
No, I've watched some of it. I just like most of the time it's on when I'm at work, and so if it's like a slow moment or whatever, I'll put it on. But I definitely have a hard time keeping up with it right now.
Oh, yeah.
But most of it I already knew like 2 years ago, like the whole pooping on the bed thing and all this other stuff.
Oh, you did?
Finger. Yeah, dude, it was like YouTube gold during the in 2020, like 2020 and 2021, bro.
Dang, yeah, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. I mean, I always heard like, dude, did you hear about like for a few years I've heard about, oh, did you hear about Amber Heard, blah, blah, blah. That's all I've heard. I didn't even know, like, honestly, until now, I didn't even know they were married. That's how like disconnected I was.
Yeah.
Like it's like but dude, how would he marry her? That just doesn't seem right.
Celebrities, bro, they're just weird.
But
they're just weird.
Yeah, speaking of that, Will and Jada might be getting a divorce pretty soon here.
Well, good.
Joe's like all team divorce.
I'm all about it, bro. Get away from her, dude. She's ruining his life. They need to get over it. She's gonna get so much money too because of it, but like, bro, just do it. Just get rid of it. If he had divorced her,
I got my show.
If he had divorced her when he should have, he would still have a career. He wouldn't have slapped Chris Rock at all. Like all of his money and everything, he would have, but like now the problem is like she's gonna take half his money and he won't be able to like replace that money for probably like 5 years. Like,
he's gonna be living with Jaden. Dude, can I just move in with you, man?
Just punches all his friends.
He's like a bum dad, yeah. He like lives with his son Jaden. They like have roommates. Hey, is there any milk left? Oh, my dad drank it all.
Dad, quit drinking all the milk.
Gosh dang it, Dad. How am I supposed to eat my Lucky Charms?
Yeah, milk's all gone.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, I was drinking the milk, and your dad came and slapped it out of my hands. I don't know. You might want to talk to him. Get my milk out of your hand. Get my son's milk out of your freaking...
I swear to God.
Yeah. He's smacking people in like a frat house with his son. Get the milk out of your effing mouth.
Get my milk out of your mouth.
Yeah, my milk.
So
that's my wife's milk. He's got his wife's like milk, like breast milk, like still.
Is there a lot of men saying that she's treating him badly, or what?
Who, Jada?
Yeah. She has been, yeah.
Oh, she's been treating him badly ever since they like, when she like banged her son's friend, like. Yeah, and like, do you see like what was it like? She tried to record him, like live. She tried to put him on live once. I think this was before the Chris Rock slap.
Yeah.
And Will's like his social media was really important to him at this time, because his image is important. And he's like, "Hey, you can't do that without my permission or whatever." And she replied like, "See, I'm still got to deal with this like foolishness or something like that," and like everything, dude.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's trash. She's trash.
And
and
she won't even apologize.
She's a freaking
Sorry.
groomer. She's trash, and they need to like break up, divorce. She needs to take all his money, and then everyone needs to like forget about her and like let Will Smith figure out his shit so he can get back, up to his status here in 4 or 5 years. But like,
Yeah,
he keeps losing stuff, man. He's losing movies, productions, things like that too, man. She's cost him a lot of money. And yes, the slap was his own choice, but I promise you it never would have happened if it wasn't for her being a whore. So.
whoa, cancel again.
Yeah, I know. But
Jada was sponsoring this podcast.
she was? Well, she can go to hell.
Oh, damn. What if she was? No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, but no, like because of that slap, that
Yeah.
freaking, that Will did to Chris, like freaking, it's inspiring people to do it, man. The copycatters love it, and freaking Dave Chappelle got attacked on his stage this past week,
Yeah, no wonder why she's losing her hair, her horns are growing in.
Her horns are growing in, right? Dude, straight up. But yeah, Chris, did you see that? Like freaking Dave Chappelle got attacked?
I didn't see that at all, man.
Yeah, dude. So he was doing a joke. Like he was closing up his show, and some guy like ran on stage and tried to tackle him, and
He did tackle him.
yeah. Well, no, he like touched him. He like tried to like grab him or whatever, and he like touched him or whatever, but he didn't. Like he like tripped on his own thing, and like Dave Chappelle kind of like dodged it a little bit or whatever and stayed up. And then his guards come on, including like Jamie Foxx, and they beat the crap out of this guy. Like from the pictures I've seen too, like that guy's arm is like busted, like super busted. It's pretty great. Like he got the crap beat out of him. And so like he had a weapon on him though, which was crazy. He had this gun that had like a built-in knife. Like it wasn't a real gun. It was like a gun it was a gun that you flip a blade out. It was like a gun blade. Like it's weird. And the guy was like, "Oh, I wasn't going to use it on Dave Chappelle." And everyone's like, "Yeah, okay, we believe you." But dude, yeah, his arm, like when they take him on the ambulance, like his arm is bent, like not where, like it's not supposed to bend that way. Bro got messed up. If you ever watch the videos, there's like 8 or 9 guys just beating the living crap out of this guy.
Who has a gun with a switchblade knife?
Dude,
I'm not gonna shoot you. I'm just gonna stab.
I'm gonna just stab you.
What's up, a knife?
Yeah,
That's
dude.
like a Peel sketch right there.
Yeah.
That sucks, dude. Yeah. And the worst part is that the LA county didn't even charge him with like anything bad. It's like, dude, this guy had a gun on him. This guy was like fully armed, and then he pretty much assaulted Dave Chappelle.
Dude, it's wild. I just like
they let him go. And it's like, what do you have to do? Somebody said, what do you have to do in LA to get imprisoned? And I was like, oh, just have a tent on the side of the road.
No, not even that anymore. You don't even have to go to prison anymore. Colorado even tried to pass a law to where it would be the same way. Like Tent City, you can have a tent anywhere you want, and they can't move your stuff unless, of course, a Democratic person is coming in or a Republican is coming in, and they pretend to care about people, but then, like, where their convention's at, they're going to shoo people away. Like, shoo them away. And then they'll, like, move them aside, and then they'll let them go back there. But, yeah, like, Denver even tried to. Luckily, it failed. Passed a law where you can basically set up a camp, like a tent anywhere in Denver, and, like, no one could say anything to you. Can't do nothing to you.
Hey, Joe, the plant's right from your house. Hey, dude.
They're like, hey, neighbor. I'm like, bro.
Hey, dude, you got any extra toilet paper?
Howdy, neighbor. Just wanted to borrow some sugar. Just want to borrow some sugar.
Some eggs, some underwear if you got them, some socks.
Some money.
Some soap. Yeah. And the reason why your internet's so high is, sorry, dude, streaming my Disney Plus over here. Gotta watch my Moon Knight in my tent. But
no, it's crazy.
I thought they were like in LA at least right now. I thought they were throwing away tents. I saw, but
no, they're probably just moving them. But even then, it depends on where they're at.
So maybe that was a bad joke then.
No, I think so. But like my issue right now though is like, are we going to see it happen even more now?
What?
Like a comedian tells a joke that they don't like, and then someone's gonna go on stage now and like punch him.
Yeah, I've seen clips too of just not even famous comedians. Like this guy was like calling out this dude. He's like, "Oh, dude, this guy has been on a cocaine high for 10 days," and he came up and whoosh, like tried to tackle him. And luckily, the guy was like 5'4". The comedian was like 6'3", jacked, so he could handle himself. But
yeah, they have been doing it for years. I saw this old video from like the '80s where this guy was like a music comedian, and he was doing something, and he had his guitar, and it was either '80s or '90s, and the guy's like trying to come up. That guy's like, "Don't you come up here, bud? Don't you come up here?" And the guy comes up, and the comedian takes his guitar and like just smacks the living crap out of the guy's head, breaks his guitar over it. It's pretty funny, actually.
Right?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
What would you do, Joe,
funny.
if you're like telling a joke at someone?
I would tell more. I would punch the guy in the face as he tried to come at me, or girl. I don't care. Again, I believe in equality. These hands believe in equality. And then as soon as they leave, as soon as yeah, I would find out what pissed that guy off or gal off and do more jokes about it. And just improv that joke and just make that whole stand up for the rest of the night about that joke.
Dude, yeah, I was thinking about that. If I was a girl, I'd feel like I had no restraint. I could just like go off on any man.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a joke or if that's like a weird thing to say, but I was just like, yeah, I guess like if I was in like Amber's situation, I would feel like there's no consequences.
So what,
honestly,
striking a man?
For like hitting
women
not
statistically have less consequences for performing the same things, the same crimes that they perform that their male counterparts. They actually serve significantly less time than their male counterparts do for the exact same crime.
Yeah, but I think the worst is just like the psychological stuff. Like I feel like women, at least in my experience, like women can like do more damage with like psychological stuff than like, because like okay, like oh, you know, I'm big enough to handle myself with like, unless she's like freaking MMA fighter, then no. But if it like hits me, I'd be like, okay.
Well, like when I was taught to never hit girls, right? So like.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was taught not to hit anyone. That's just.
Yeah, specifically girls though. I wasn't necessarily not taught to hit anyone. I was only taught to like punch somebody if I needed to, like out of defense. But like out of like girls, I was like taught to never hit a girl. But I'm gonna tell you now, if a lady came at me with a knife, I'd straight drop kick her off the street.
Oh, a knife, right. Yeah, she has objects, but I'm saying like if she just had fists.
No, I'd let her hit me. I wouldn't swing.
I've had a woman like kind of like swing at me with her like nails and stuff, and I just kind of like grabbed her wrist, and I was like,
"What?
Okay,
what are you doing? What are you making women mad for?"
It was a family member.
Oh, there you go. Just claws right at you.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Okay. It was just a family member.
They're like bear. They're like bears with the nails. They're like like a dog or whatever scratching Johnny Depp's door. But yeah, like she came after like at me like and I was like big enough at the time where I was like, okay, we need to stop this. So I just grabbed her wrist and like put him down. I'm like, we need to like calm down. So like I can understand Johnny saying when he said like he just took Amber by the shoulders and said, okay, you need to stop.
Yeah.
But like in court they're like, Amber's significantly bigger than you, right? And he's like, no. And then they panned the camera to her and she's like laughing. It's like, yeah, she's like at least his size or bigger.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp's a small guy. He's small.
He is, but still, though, I don't know. Even though she's bigger, statistic like I mean, Johnny Depp's kind of thin out because of all the drugs, but still should theoretically be able to knock her out.
Theoretically, yeah. Maybe we should just have like a cage match between both of them.
Well, there's a I'll never forget. Like there's a video of this guy who like just an average Joe, but he went to a boxing ring and like he had a fight like he fought like a bunch of women, like 10 of them or something like that.
Was this Russia?
I don't know where it's from. It's an whole video, but like the guy goes in and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 to 8 women in this ring versus him. Like I think they do 1-on-1, but he fought every single one of these girls, and he's not big at all. I'm saying like this guy might be like 6 foot at best, 120 pounds at most. Like bro is like thin, and he just beats the living crap out of these girls. It's an old video. I swear I saw it like I don't know, some kind of night episode of some man thing or whatever it was, right? But like straight up like it was like an MMA style kind of a fight, but they all had like boxing pads and helmets on, and like but he would just
But don't worry, they tore him down so bad psychologically at the end there. That's what women are good at.
Oh, dude, but that's the thing too, right? What's so funny though is like a guy could sit there and go into an MMA fight, get the crap knocked out of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, but like come out okay, right? He just might be, his ego might be bruised, but something about a woman that no one can demasculate you faster than a woman can. Like, a guy coming up to me is like a guy coming up to me and be like, bro, like you're like like you bro, like you wimp, like you weak, like you ain't nothing. Like I could beat the crap out of you. Especially if this guy's huge and like worked out. I'm like, yeah, probably, bro. But if like something like if a woman was like, you'll never amount to a man, you're nothing, you're worthless, no one will believe you, like that emotional thing to it is way more damaging than I think even a broken jaw would ever be to a man. Spiritually or anything like that, they just won't have the same impact like as an emotional damaging punch that a woman can do. And that's what Amber Heard did to like Johnny, like straight up. That's what Jada did to Will. Like they demasculated them and ruined them emotionally. The recover from that is going to take years. Like recovery from a broken jaw will like take months, right? But like, dude, I'll tell you, man, like it's different. Like it's just something about it.
I feel like I could like lose in like, so, just like get in a fight or something with a guy like another, similar size, something like that. Maybe not like huge, but like I could like, go get beat up and still feel better about myself than getting denied by a girl that I like. Like if I just walk up and like, hey, you want to go out? No, I'd like feel for like months.
They'll be like, bro, they're like, listen, they're like, nothing against you, but I don't go out with trans males. And you're like, dude, no, I'm just a straight dude, right? You're like, frick, right? Like just right there, that would emotionally abuse you, right? That meme, the emotional damage, right, from that versus some guy being like, bro, you look like
I'm not
girl.
a lesbian. Huh?
You're like, what? Yeah. Versus a guy being like, bro, like you got short, like if I was to like try to like make fun of you right off the bat, I'd be like, bro, like
yeah.
So what's it like being Ellen DeGeneres' like stunt double? Is it like a lot of work or something, or?
Yeah, I will. I definitely get well, yeah, it was weird because there was this girl who like was recently lesbian that like was into me. So
oh, there you go.
I was just like, oh, what happened? Like we were like into each other, and it's like, oh, now she's a lesbian, and I'm like, shoot. I mean, nothing that that's wrong with that, but I'm kind of thinking, rethinking my style over here. Rethinking my look.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna go to like an early 2000s Chad? Are you gonna wear like lucky jeans and like freaking like metal band shirts that say like Slayer or something on it? Like what's your look?
No, maybe I'll just go full dad mode. Get a belly, some New Balances, and a freaking polo shirt and a golf hat, maybe something like that.
Perfect. I can show you the way. I can show you the way.
Yeah, Joe, if you could help me.
I can show you the way.
Have a few kids without actually having a few kids.
You can borrow my son.
The ladies, yeah.
Just be like,
aren't girls actually into that? The dad bod kind of vibe. I don't know.
They are, because they say that women are happier with uglier men because they know that they don't have to compete.
Oh, there you go, Joe.
They're not going to lose them to somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. No, like statistically they say that. I don't know how accurate that is, right? Like, well, where do they actually like get the research? Or they just ask like 5 women on the street, like like what's this what do you call it survey? Like, well, how big is
Where does
the
the survey go?
how big is the pool?
Fat dudes just on the on the internet doing
Two
these things.
two chicks.
Statistically, yeah, doing the whatever the reports.
Yeah, exactly.
Because all the real men are too hard working at the gym on their gains.
On the
No,
game.
I think those guys are. I don't know. Never mind. I don't want to get canceled.
That's how sad it is, right? Is we literally just can't
Nothing wrong
say
with,
stuff
like,
that's like not even that
no.
offensive, and we're gonna get canceled. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I
how
don't even know.
dumb. That's how dumb society is. Is like legitimately, you can cancel somebody for like not liking their opinion, right,
Yeah, it's like we have a bunch of Chads listening right now. And we just ruined it.
bro?
It's
Like,
oh,
if
we
we
always gonna
were
do
if
it.
we were to
Patreon.
comment on like Roe versus Wade right now, like one of us like an opinion on that, if it's not like perfectly like scripted out properly, like we would get canceled for it. Like,
What's
it's
wrong with my
wild.
emails? Huh?
It's crazy, bro, how easy it is for someone to not like what you are, and that one voice can sit there and ruin your day. It's so dumb.
Oh, you're right. One just little thing these
Just
days.
one
Yeah,
voice,
it's like,
bro. One
dude,
email.
Mhm.
One
freaking
email.
It's like, oh, well, someone said something bad about you. Goodbye. It's like, dude, what? That's like your career.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
imagine you're an actor and you had this like great character that you love and adore, and they're just like, all right, see ya, you're done. Some woman didn't like you.
You know, it's wild, man. It's like I'm really really going to try to encourage my son to not have any social media stuff, or if he does, I'd be like, bro, don't post any of your opinions on there. All you should do is just like people's stuff, post funny things, enjoyable, like not even funny things, son, because the comedy you're going to learn from your dad's going to ruin you. So, like,
You're gonna
Right.
get
Right.
faster.
legitimately, like, I would
This
encourage my
podcast.
son to not have a social media. I'd be like, bro, like, I know it's the thing, I know you want to connect with all your friends, but I'm gonna encourage you the best that I can to tell you to not do it. It's
Yeah.
your choice, but like you can say
Instead of
something
not listening
yeah,
to something that upsets you, you're going to go and people are going to try to destroy you.
you can just try to be an edgelord one time that we all are at 14. And name one time, like name
No,
one person that you know at 14 didn't enjoy some kind of edgy troll joke.
me.
Oh no, I doubt that, bud.
I was the biggest.
I've never been a troll.
I was the biggest
But there's
troll
like
of
edgy
life.
humor though that you'd still enjoy that like back then was okay and now it's not.
Yeah.
That's the issue. Is
When
it's
you're
like
when you're giving your a buddy a jab in the side.
Everyone
down.
hated me. I would laugh at everything. If it was funny, I wouldn't care. I would just,
like you can make like a bottom joke where you're like, bro, you're such a bottom, and that can cancel you. That's how
Yeah.
crazy it is. That's what I mean. It's like it's not even anything where like my son's dropping like some kind of racial slur or some horrible like racial joke, right? He'd just be like, damn, that other school's football team's a bunch of bottoms, right? And then 5 years later, he's applying to some kind of school or some kind of job, and they're like, yeah, we'd love to hire you, but your comment about the other school being a bunch of bottoms is very homophobic, and we're just gonna have to not hire you. Like. That's how wild it is.
you can't work at Amazon because you said that thing.
Yeah.
Dad, my feminist TikToks.
It just blows my
What
mind,
if your
man.
what if your son said that to you?
My son can be whatever he wants to be. If my son ends up being trans, he's trans. If my son's gay, he's gay. If my son is hardcore, like chews dirt and just all man and makes me question my own masculinity, he is that, But like, I'm just gonna encourage my son to like, first off, like try to be a good person and provide society. It's okay to like, teach them it's okay to like be edgy and enjoy good edgy jokes. It's a good way to like talk about those really important, very difficult things to open up about. But you got to be careful like where you share it at now, because something that you would share now that you think is cool now, 5 years from now, may not be what may come back to bite you in the butt. And that's how crazy it's based. Dude, we live in what's that movie where they know you're gonna do something wrong in the future and they try to stop you from committing?
Minority Report.
Yeah,
Yeah, with
bro.
Tom Cruise. Yeah.
We are in the prequel of the Minority Report, and it's gonna happen, right? Where they stop somebody from committing a crime because it says in the future they're gonna commit it, right? They're like, dang, we have to stop this guy, right? Like,
Mhm.
you got to Minority Report yourself and
He's
realize.
gonna say something. He's gonna send that tweet.
Yeah. You just gotta Minority Report yourself now. You gotta be like, okay, like if I say this 5 years from now, is this gonna bite me in the butt?
If I say I don't want to use your pronouns, bam.
It's just wild, bro. You can't do it. Can't be edgy.
He said thee and not they. But yeah, no, going back on, there's nothing wrong with going to the gym and working out and stuff. I didn't mean that. I wasn't saying that. I was just saying that.
Don't want to get your head punched in by some freaking meathead.
Yeah. You made fun of gym rats.
No, I like people who go to the gym, man. I'm all respecting on it, man. I plan on trying to get there at 200 pounds, and then I'll come back.
But it's not like the thing. It's not like the thing that all women are into. I'm just saying, like, I guess. I don't know. I don't speak for all women. I don't know what I'm saying. I'll just stop.
You okay there, bud?
Stop right now. Working out is good. It's good for your body. You don't have to be jacked. That's what I mean. For anything.
All right.
You can be jacked.
So how are you doing on time here?
I'm gonna definitely stop this ramble. Yeah, we can end it there.
All right.
But yeah. Do you guys, just real quick, would you see Pirate 6?
Yes. If he
Absolutely.
came back in, I would.
What if he's not?
I will not see it.
Really?
The only character I liked is Jack Sparrow. I really could care the rest for less. Jack Sparrow and Barbossa. If
great,
none of the guys are in it, I don't want to watch it. Like, because I just don't think they're good in general. Like, would I want to watch another Fast and Furious movie if Vin Diesel's in it? Yes, I'm gonna. Is it terrible? Yes. Would I watch it if Vin Diesel's not in it? No, it's not gonna happen. I don't care if he's fat. I'll watch it.
Well, I'll watch it as long as they CGI Paul Walker.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I might wait until like a month after it comes out on streaming. Like,
for sure.
I don't want them to make any money on them getting rid of him.
Yeah, people will still watch it, but yeah, I hear you. Johnny Depp's like pretty much makes that movie.
Agreed.
So, but the Jack Sparrow movie with just him I didn't think that was that great. It was still entertaining, but
yeah, I liked it for his character. That's why I said it's not that good. That's why I wouldn't watch it without Jack Sparrow. But that movie,
the first movie was so good. The Black Pearl, it
was great.
Really good. Yeah. But, cool. Should we end this?
Yeah.
Thing? Sounds like a good time.
All right, so Joe, where can they find you at?
If I feel like doing it, when I stream, which is really sporadic now, because of work and fishing tournaments. But I should be on tonight, which is May 10th. I'm gonna pick probably a 1 day a week to be steady on it. It's probably gonna be Tuesday nights. But it'll be Average Joe Show. So twitch.tv Average Joe Show. So AVGJOESHOW. That's where you can find me there.
Go tell them you're from the podcast.
Yeah, tell me you're from the podcast. I might bring back my Twitter depending on when Elon Musk figures everything out.
That whole thing, yeah. So, all right, Chris, what about you?
You guys can find us at the Denver Monkey Butler Improv.com
and you'll be able to come and see us live Monday nights in Boulder or Thursday nights in Denver.
Nice. Yeah, and links will be in the description. Please go check out our Patreon. It's patreon.com/pizzasubspod, and you can support us and see a bunch of exclusive content and stuff behind the scenes and stuff like that on there. And you can also, I think now you can tip or support the podcast somehow on Spotify. So there's like a tipping thing now. I think you can tip on there. We'd really appreciate it. Help us get more episodes out and stuff like that. And rate us 5 stars as well on Spotify. Get this podcast around. So cool. Anything else, guys?
I'm good. It's been fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, thanks for joining, guys. We'll see everyone in the next one.
See
Later.
ya.